Okay, Heimer turrets and brushes for prio. Looks like a lot of mobility early. Also, I really fucking hate the Thresh buy. I'm not sure why this Thresh bought Targon's coin is a much better item for Thresh. Oh my god, Teddy was able to sneak in there, kill all the turrets. Very good on Teddy and very bad on APK of not protecting all the turrets they placed down. And Mickey started E to try to catch. So now Mickey's in a very awkward spot. He's going to get pushed out because he started E, he missed his E. Faker's going to be able to use Q and push him out. And Mickey's also not near creeps, so he's not able to actually pressure with. Faker's going to be counting down Mickey's chain cooldown. When Mickey has chain, Faker backs up. That's our boy. Mickey now has to walk all the way around, just... Yeah, very badly executed level 1 from Mickey. So level 1 for LeBlanc is actually the one timing where LeBlanc can have pressure on the Lissandra, because LeBlanc can go auto, W, auto, and proc her electrocute, right? Where Lissandra, on the other hand, has to start Q, and she's going to have Aftershock. And she can't use Aftershock level 1 because she doesn't have a way of actually rooting Lissandra or LeBlanc, because you don't have W. So it's one timing where LeBlanc can actually have pressure on the Lissandra, and Lissandra wants to push out fast as possible and hit level 2 and not deal with not having access to Aftershock. But Mickey played it in such a bad way where he has an early game lead, but because he took E, he had to just play it defensively, but he played really, really stupid. Now Faker has access to Aftershock. Mickey's getting pushed in. Faker aware of Zindao being able to gank level 2. Chasing him, placing a ward so not to get ganked from the right side. Nocturne doing the full clear, okay with giving up crap. Just Mickey burning passive early. Like, Faker's playing this level 1 beautifully. Faker played the early game beautifully, and Mickey just played it like Garbo. Yeah, I mean, overall, I'm just very questioning the LeBlanc pick and also questioning Mickey's early gameplay. Now, for bot lane, they actually can't push up that much versus Heimer Thresh. Heimer, notorious for having permanent prio. Khan very aware of the gank, backing off after he saw on the ward. What they really want to do is wait for level 6 on Nocturne or wait for a good hook on Thresh and try to kill. But this lane is going to be very little action until level 6 from Nocturne. But Clit is rushing for that level 6 and looks like he's going to get it soon. Mickey's just getting destroyed in lane. Remember what we talked about? LeBlanc versus Lissandra, not that great of a lane for LeBlanc, and she also has to run Cleanse. So here's the problem with running Cleanse on your mid laner. While it's great if you're the one getting focused down, what happens in a 2v2 where Lissandra and the Nocturne just focus Xin Zhao and use all their CC and damage on Xin Zhao? Your Cleanse becomes fucking useless. So while I recommended Cleanse for the Irelia game, I still do recommend Cleanse for this LeBlanc game. It's just, even if you do take Cleanse, you're in a bad spot. So yeah, very shitty spot for Mickey to be in, and APK in general. Later on, when they take the 2v2s, I would love to see Clit and Faker focus on the Xin Zhao and make sure they don't focus the LeBlanc. Both supports, after they get their first recall off, going mid lane, very standard. This isn't even like some kind of int or some kind of, oh my god, Faker and Mickey are getting so much help. It's very normal for supports after they base to go straight to mid. It's just a very common pathing. You fight for mid vision a lot more, you fight for pink worth a lot more, and it's easier to fight for creps from mid lane, so very normal for supports to go mid and then come bot lane. Lucian going early Vamp Scepter, good for lifesteal, also builds into Bork, very normal. LeBlanc going double Dark Seal. Double Dark Seal when you're behind in lane. you're playing for the regen, but you're not going to be able to out regen or out trade the Lissandra. Mickey's just very. If Faker's a worse player than Mickey, I think a lot of Mickey's action can be accounted for somewhat, but the way Mickey is playing is just, it's very disrespectful. It's a way you can play and you can out-muscle the opponent if you're better, but you're not better than Faker. The way you're playing and the way you're drafting and the decisions you're making is, if I'm better than you, I can smash you to the ground, but if I'm worse than you, I'm going to fall behind a lot, and that's what's actually happening to Mickey. Very well executed gank. I've talked about first gank going bottom being a better choice for me, but this gank also works. You don't want to gank top multiple times, but getting one gank on top and setting your top laner early in a tank versus tank matchup is good. And also Scion Burn Flash in the initial fight earlier on, so Urgot with this Flash E is able to just get the Scion flipped over and block Scion from ulting, and it's going to be an easy kill. I like this choice of ganking, especially with how pushed up bottom played. Now they're going to be able to push this up. Scion passive actually preventing a lot of the push, but they're going to be able to push this up. Scion doesn't have teleport, and it's going to put Khan in a really good spot, and he's going to have prio over the Scion the whole game. Alright, let's watch what happens mid. Ooh, Faker actually made a mistake with his E. He used his E while he got chained on. So here, when Faker got chained, what Faker had to do was keep his E and use ult and use E later. But a mistake from Faker using E while he had the chain on top of him, and they are actually able to get the kill. There were some things that people were saying about SKT, sort of as a joke and sort of as a non-joke, but it's Faker's actually the worst player on SKT, and he's going to be in the worst form because he went to All-Stars, and if Faker does well, SKT will do well, and it's going to be about Faker getting carried about the other four. So it's just funny watching Faker make mistakes. Like, no one, I don't think seriously thinks Faker is bad, but there was a whole joke around the Korean community, like, now all Faker has to do is get carried and not play like a shitter. As we talk about that, Faker ganked again and dies, playing so far up on a timing where Thresh could roam. Damn. Oh my god, Faker's playing like a shitter. Faker, like, you didn't even make worlds. Let all your good teammates carry you. What are you doing? Now next play is going to be on the next Nocturne ult. I imagine it go bot side. Nocturne ult on bot side and killing Heimer and being able to push up is a really good thing. Woo! Pike! Woo! Nocturne. Now once Heimer and Pike, or Heimer and Thresh start dying to this lane, it can get really bad because Nocturne ganks over and over again, and anytime Lissandra roams, Lissandra should be able to get prio on LeBlanc, means they die. This is a lane where it's really good. Any kind of Heimer lane works like this. It's really good if you're able to stay ahead and keep your wards in place and keep your flashes and save your flash and save your stopwatch for whenever you're getting ganked. But if you ever die in 2v2 situations or you die while using flash, your lane gets absolutely fucked. So what rest of this game is going to be about is Heimer and Thresh dying over and over again. I would like to see Faker stop dying. Come on, Faker, Pride of Korea. Good exhaust, flash R. Urgot used ult. This one's done so. Good roam from Khan. Also, LeBlanc can't approach because of the Urgot ult exploding and fearing, so she has to keep her distance, and Lissandra passive zombie. Yeah, this is really bad if you use your stopwatch like this in a lane versus Pike, because later on you're just going to be in a really shitty spot. Mata dying to the fucking turrets. I would have just liked to seen him use ult on Heimer after he killed Thresh, so he's putting damage pressure on Heimer even before he dies. SKT's next steps are very, very simple. Gank bottom over and over and over again. Kill Heimer, kill Thresh, punish them for using flashes, punish them for not having stopwatches up. SKT needs to recognize that's their next play. Looks like SKT does recognize that's their next play. Nocturne in place, but also Sion in place. It's going to be a very interesting fight. So if SKT calls Sion as Mia and Sion can be going bottom, their counterplay would be Urgot just pushing top, waiting and letting Sion waste their time and not committing onto bot lane. But if SKT doesn't call that and they try to all in the Thresh and Heimer while Sion can ult in, it can actually turn out really badly. Even with Urgot teleporting, the situation can end up really badly. So this is a very, very critical point in the game. So let's see what happens. Most ideal play for SKT is Sion's going bot, Con calls, Sion going bottom, Sion going bottom, back up, back up, back up. I'm gonna push top, back up, back up. Let's see if that actually happens. Oh, Urgot going top, but they go for the bottom play. Ooh, Sion's gonna ult in. SKT, this was obvious. They go for Thresh, who used their stopwatch and who doesn't have flash up. I would love to see Thresh use, whatchamacallit, ult and E and just buy time. Ult and then use E, buy time. Sion comes in, picks up a kill, picks up another kill. Exactly what we talked about. SKT needs to play smarter. Now this way, Urgot burned teleport, and Sion didn't actually miss much, and the wave's gonna be pushing back to them. It was a game state. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm watching a VOD and I can see the whole map, but it was a game state. If SKT recognized, they could have gotten massively ahead from. Ooh, some kill trace going down top lane. Fury and Secret decided to swap lanes and put pressure onto top because bot was pushing out and there was a huge wave built up. Game a little bit more messier than I would like to see, but okay, they go on Secret. Mata kind of out of position. Kakao to finish the kill. Just 1-for-1 trades. Ooh, they're going for Faker, and Faker not having ult up there or any kind of mana. SKT playing so messy. Let's back up here. What's going on? Messy here. 1-for-1 trade. And then more messy here. Faker actually proto-belting in and using E forward. Well, yeah, this is just not what I want to see. Khan dying also. SKT just throwing their lead to the ground and Faker's behind. Faker, just get carried. You don't have Untara and Blank on your team anymore. You're now actually the worst player. Ah, poor Teddy. He had to deal with Jin Air and now he had to deal with this shitter in mid. Jokes aside, SKT actually playing incredibly messy. They should be playing around Nocturne ult cooldowns and Lissandra ult cooldowns. Nocturne ult, Lissandra ult on a single target means that target dies no matter what. And it's just frustrating to see them play this messy when they just should be playing around their ultimate cooldowns and coordinating as a group. A lot of the fight was focused on top side, so Nocturne was able to sneak the Inferno though. Yeah. It's very messy. I would love to see them play on Nocturne ult, Faker ult cooldown. Set up for Herald, take Herald, use Herald mid. I would love to see that from SKT. You guys don't have to play as solos. Nocturne ult's coming up. Let's go play for Herald. Am I friends with Goma? We used to be pretty good friends, but not as much anymore. I haven't spoken to him in years. Let's go for Herald. No need to overplay. Play off of Nocturne and Lissandra timing. Looks like they're just going to go for kill instead on top lane instead of going for Herald. I much prefer them going for Herald over this kill play. Come on. Vision control into Herald. There we go. That's the SKT macro I know and love. Alright, so this situation, let's talk about this also. Sion coming in. Sion's going to be much earlier than Urgot, even though Urgot is closer because Sion can ult in. What SKT really wants to do is catch Kakao before he's able to ult and go Nocturne ult, Pike stun, Pike ult, Lissandra ult, kill Nocturne, and then move on to the next target. If they're not able to kill Xin Zhao instantly, and Xin Zhao actually gets his ultimate off and he's able to push people back, it's not as good. So let's see what happens. Nice. Xin Zhao used ult, still a very good target. I would love to see them focus on the Xin Zhao. He doesn't have anything, as we talked about, so I'm going to be earlier because he has ultimate. Ooh, Klid and Kakao both have their smite up right here. Whoever smites this is going to get it. Getting Herald. Good, but not that important. Winning this team fight much more important. Let's see who does. Kakao is able to get it. Faker using E. I would love to see him go on Kakao or W and then ult himself. Ooh, not taking that E. Interesting. And then they end up going for LeBlanc instead and then getting the kill on Sion. Okay. I mean, this still is an okay outcome for SKT. They got 2 kills. Oh, 3 kills. Oh, 4 kills. Oh, 5 kills. They ended up getting 3 additional kills because APK overstayed, but APK was able to get the Herald. I would have much liked to have seen them just able to be insta-give Kakao the moment he used ult. Yeah. Here, when Kakao used ult, Faker going E here and Wing and buying time and actually going in would have been really good. Because once Nocturne ults in on top of this and Faker is right in the middle of their team, there's very little counterplay. Yeah, they just overstayed here. Good hook from Mata and then overstaying and everyone dying one by one. Next play is going to be this dragon. Remember, Lysandra ult, Nocturne ult, these are the key ultimates that people want to play around. Using Herald, but not really being able to escort Herald, so Herald's not going to do much. Ooh, Faker Zanyas. Ult. Oh shit, this fight is actually terrible for SKT. It should never be this close when they're this ahead. Let's rewatch this a little bit. So this fight starts with them actually going on Klid. Klid not... Faker used... No! Faker used ult on... Mickey. Faker! Ult yourself and buy time. That was a mistake. Because he has Janyas, he felt confident where he could ult Mickey and Janyas himself, but he should have just double invulnerability and he would have left himself in a much better position, especially when Mickey has cleanse and he got finished off by Heimer rockets. Small mistake from Faker there, but not game breaking. Faker actually is making way more mistakes than I would expect him to. The Korean memes were true. Faker's actually in worst form because he didn't get as much practice because he was at All-Stars. Holy fuck. The Korean memes were that Faker's in much worse form than other people because he went to All-Stars and he was in Vegas doing Vegas things while Khan, Teddy grinded out solo queue. And it's actually like showing up somewhat where Faker's making much more mistakes than the other players. No, Faker didn't ult himself. Faker ulted LeBlanc there. Yeah, and the rest of this game is just incredibly messy. Faker going Medjais with 4 stacks. I don't know about that, bro. Goma might get the belt out. No, Faker ulted LeBlanc there, I'm 100% sure. Ooh, Teddy. Yeah, now it's just a lot of catching people out, and they're going to set up for Baron, and game's probably going to end with SKT getting Baron and pushing 2 waves. Opinion on Teddy? I think he's the 2nd best AD carry player, maybe the best traditional AD carry player in Korea. But I think overall, I like Viper a little bit better than Teddy right now. But Teddy's form is fucking on point though. We'll see. I have to see Viper play. But last time I saw both Viper and Teddy, I preferred Viper over Teddy. It's not like I think Teddy's bad. It's just, I just thought of Viper as much more insane. The game's gotten so messy, it's hard to commentate. It's been about a lot of random picks, but SKT's still, I mean, SKT's ahead, so these random picks, while bad for them, long as Teddy never dies, it's gonna be overall okay. So now it's gonna, now that SKT has Baron, they can just split one top, rest bottom, or vice versa, 4 and 1, and it's gonna be fine. So Dragon coming up, SKT most likely gonna put 4 bottom. This is a very common play that a lot of the top tier teams do. TL especially loves doing this. They make sure they, if they ever split push, they go towards bottom and take Dragon on the way out. Actually not doing that and just splitting 4-1, which is fine also. Yep, game pretty much over. Ooh, new SKT. New SKT. Wow. This was a overall good first showing from new SKT. There are still, I mean, little bit of problems they have to fix regarding playing together as a group, and of course with Faker's individual play, and I would like to see them clean up overall team play better. Their team fighting does not seem as clean as I would expect from like a top tier team. And if you guys also saw, Goma and Jeffa just went straight to Teddy and like, good job Teddy, good job Teddy. Faker's probably crying, going like, what the fuck, that used to be me. I used to be the first person Goma comes to. But like, they're just like telling Teddy good job.